So the difference between spiritual awakening and multidimensional embodiment. I used to think spiritual awakening and multidimensional living were exactly the same thing, until my entire life started changing in ways I could no longer ignore. Because spiritual awakening is one thing, but allowing your soul to reorganize your actual human life, that is something completely different. And I think this is where many spiritually awake people get stuck. Because spirituality can become very beautiful in theory. You start understanding energy. You feel connected to the universe. You notice synchronicities. You become more intuitive. You realize I am more than my mind, more than my conditioning, more than my human identity. And honestly, that stage can feel magical. It opens your world completely, right? But multidimensional embodiment starts when your soul no longer stays a concept. Becoming a living force inside your actual life. And that changes a lot. Maybe everything. Your relationships, your work, your body, your choices, your nervous system, your boundaries, your leadership, your sexuality, and your entire reality. For me, one of the biggest shifts happened after my divorce. Because before that, I already considered myself spiritually awake. I understood energy, I understood consciousness, I understood intuition. But there were still parts of my life where I was overriding myself, ignoring what my body knew, ignoring deeper truth, trying to maintain structures that no longer fully aligned. And eventually, my soul simply stopped allowing it. And that is the difference. Spiritual awakening is realizing you are soul. And multidimensional embodiment is when your soul starts making decisions your ego would never choose. And honestly, that can feel incredibly confronting. Because suddenly your body starts to speak louder. You physically feel when something is no longer aligned. You can no longer betray yourself without feeling contraction in your nervous system. You can no longer abandon your truth just to keep things comfortable, safe, or familiar. And life starts dismantling what is no longer aligned. And maybe you recognize this. And it's not as a punishment, but it's meant as realignment. And that is multidimensionality becoming embodied. Not seeing angel numbers, not talking about manifestation online, but allowing soul intelligence to reorganize your actual human life. And that process can feel messy sometimes because your human self still wants certainty, but your soul wants truth. And the deeper I moved into this process, the more I realized something important. The goal is not to escape the human experience through spirituality. The goal is to become deeply human while fully connected to soul consciousness. To allow your soul to fully live through your body, live through your relationships, your leadership, your creations, your choices. That is embodied multidimensionality. And honestly, I believe this is the next stage many people are moving into right now. Not just awakening spiritually, but learning how to actually live in alignment with your soul truth. And that requires embodiment. Because without embodiment, spirituality can become disconnected from reality. You may feel spiritually expanded, but still feel unstable, overwhelmed, or ungrounded in your human life. And this is why the nervous system matters, why the body matters, why emotional truth matters. Your body is not separate from your spirituality. Your body is the vessel through which your soul experiences this life. And I think the next evolution of humanity is exactly this. Humanity infused with soul consciousness. Not less human, more deeply human, but fully connected to the soul. I would really love to hear if you recognize yourself somewhere in this transition. And if this resonates with you, then please subscribe to the channel. I'll be sharing much more about embodiment, multidimensionality, soul-led living, and the evolution of consciousness. So thank you for being here.